this order of stay we are seeking, Your Honor, is akin to the orders granted by the Supreme Court of Appeal, the famous Rule 52B. And therefore, Your Honor, what we need to satisfy you with is whether or not there is a justification for that stay. It has been urged before Your Honor that the chargeship borders between violation of a fundamental rights. Therefore, the question to answer is whether or not, if that charge is read and plea taken by the suspect, whether it will amount at the fullness of time to a violation. Whilst answering that test, Your Honor, we shall be answering the question of rendering the intended constitutional petition nugatory. If she takes plea, and then we move tomorrow to the High Court or today to the High Court, will it be an academic exercise? Will it amount to an academic exercise? That is a test that will the court ought to apply. Number two, Your Honor, is a test that, granted the magnitude of the petition that we intend to file, and the consequences that will befall the accused person if she were to be found to be guilty, would eventually culminate to a fine of 5,000 or 6 months imprisonment. That is to say, therefore, the violation may be much more surmounting than the consequences that will befall her. The other test is whether there shall be any person who shall suffer prejudice. And the state being the complainant, and in the absence of a private citizen who would fall in the category of a victim, the balance tilts in our favor. That there is no natural person saying that Honorable Jenny Kihara has wronged me in this way, and therefore the delay will occasion injustice to that particular person. Because this is an alleged offense against public order. The other justification, Your Honor, is that we need the High Court to expound on Section 8. And this is a justification, Your Honor, that Section 8 cannot limit you to the only rights under Article 25, A and B. Because A and B speaks about torture and being subjected to slavery and servitude. Yet today, or even when we appear before you, you exercised a right under Article 49. Article 49 is not what is encompassed under Section 8. Therefore, to say that Section 8 is constitutional would therefore mean that you today you not even have the ability of exercising the rights under Article 49. Because Article 49 is not covered under Section 8. It therefore means that all these courts have been acting unconstitutionally. Number two, Your Honor, while Article 25 speaks about the non-derogable rights, among them Article 50, the fair hearing is not encompassed, is not protected under Section 8. Does it therefore mean that this court will not, or any other magistrate court, cannot exercise that right under Article 50? Because Section 8 limits. The other justification, Your Honor, is that this court is enjoined by Article 10 to enforce the Bill of Rights. Article 10, which binds all state organs, state actors, state, whenever any of them is interpreting the law or applying the law, is not covered under Section 8. So the question will be put into the High Court is, can Article 10 give and Section 8 take away? So those are very fundamental issues that will settle the law on the ability of the magistrates court to enforce the Bill of Rights. Because Article 10 Yona provides in a blanket way that you must enforce a Bill of Rights. And when enforcing them is protecting them from